Hey, it's Chris and Will from LifterLMS, and you know what day it is? It's Feature Friday, where we go over a feature in LifterLMS you may or may not know about so that you can deliver more powerful, better working courses for yourself or for your clients. So, in this Feature Friday, we're going to jump into a situation where you have one course, but you want different content in the lessons depending upon what kind of user is using the course. It could be like an individual type person and then like a business owner type person are in the same course, but you want them to have different experience. Or maybe you have a course and you want to have a different version for different languages, but kind of use the same course. So how do we do that? How do we display different content based on the user type? Will's going to show us. Let's get into it.
Awesome. Thanks for the intro, Chris. So let me share my window here. Like Chris said, we're going to use the same LifterLMS course, but we're going to display different content within the lessons to people based on their membership level. This question came up yesterday in office hours, and I thought it was a great question about, I have two different types of learners in my course. One learner has access to more content and one learner doesn't have access to as much content. This example could be used, like Chris said, in languages. It could be used if there's teachers that get enrolled into a course and also students that get enrolled into a course and they see different content in the lessons, like there's teachers' notes. I've heard that as an example, but let's dive into exactly how we would create that setup. The first thing we would want to do is create a membership for our course. I'm going to be using the saving strategy course that I have in this example, already a pre-made course, but I'm going to go down to memberships and I'm going to add a new one. And I'll use the teacher student example in this case. So I'll say saving strategy. And I think I have a weird thing going on in this demo site where, yeah, my titles aren't showing up for some reason. So this is my saving strategy teacher membership. We're just going to create that as a membership. I'm going to add a new membership, saving strategy student. And I'll jump back out to that same screen. I don't know why my demo site's doing that, but there we go. So we have our two memberships, saving strategy teacher, saving strategy student. So now that we have our two memberships created, what we can do is go over into the course, enter the LifterLMS course builder, and then I'm going to edit my course welcome lesson. That's my first lesson in this course. And what I'm going to do is, we're having that same issue where the title's not appearing, but let's jump down into my block area and I'm going to add a new block. We will call it the paragraph block, and we'll say this content is for teachers. And then we'll have another one, this content is for students. And of course, we can use any blocks with this setting. We could do, images, PDFs, videos, all that kind of stuff. So now that we have our text entered, this content's for teachers, this content is for students, let me open up my side panel here. Blocks in WordPress have this enrollment visibility setting from LifterLMS. So currently this content is for teachers, displays to everyone, but let me change it to say this content is only displayed to enrolled users in any of the selected courses or memberships. And this is the teacher's content. So we'll say teacher, saving strategy teacher. So you have to be in the saving strategy teacher membership to view this content. And for the students one, we would actually, for the teachers, we would want them to also be able to view the students' content in this case. So we would leave it so they can see both pieces of content, but you could alternatively also make this one enrolled. So you have to enroll in the students membership in order to see this content. Does that kind of make sense, Chris, for how that would be put together if you did want it to be one or the other, but in this case, I want to do both?
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Cool. So let me go ahead and update that real quick. And if I preview my lesson, what it would do here is preview as this content is for students. And the reason I'm only seeing this is because I'm not enrolled into the teacher membership. But if I was enrolled into the teacher membership, let me go back and enroll myself real quick. I'm Arthur Wells on this website. And of course, you would use an access plan, send out the teacher membership for the teachers and the students for the students. But let me just go ahead and skip that. I'm going to manually enroll myself, in this case, into the teacher membership. So we'll say Arthur Wells. So now that I'm enrolled into the teacher membership, I should be able to see that content that also displays to teachers. So that's kind of a neat way we can use the same course in LifterLMS with different content for different people in membership. So you can kind of obscure content based on membership enrollment. And that's just kind of a light demo of how you can put together some interesting visibility setups with LifterLMS. Chris, does that generally cover it for how that would work?
That does. So if you have different user types, or maybe you want to do the same course in different languages, check out Block Visibility. We put a link in the chat here on the social medias to the Block Visibility settings. If you have any questions about how to use memberships or courses or Block Visibility with LifterLMS, just reach out. That's it for this episode of LifterLMS Feature Friday. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. This is Chris and Will from LifterLMS. We'll catch you next Friday.